right, so you finally want to make that change. You're finally sick and tired of being sick and tired. Yeah, I know, I sound like Dave Ramsey. But you finally had enough, and you say to yourself, okay, this is going to be the year. Yeah, I know, I always say this is going to be the year, but no, seriously, this will be the year my finances is going to be on point. No more living paycheck to paycheck, no more having debt, no more feeling like the price of eggs is just extremely high, so now I can't buy eggs. It feels like everyone's complaining about the price of eggs. To me, I love eggs, so I don't really care how much it costs. I'm always gonna buy it. But you're sick and tired of it. So the first thing you do is what? You buy a Dave Ramsey Total Money Makeover book. Of course you are. That feels like the starter kit to everyone when they're trying to become debt free. Everyone reads his book. It just feels like it's a prerequisite to being debt free. So you're finally done. You're listening to podcasts. You're doing all of the things that you know you need to do. But there is an issue. And that issue is your spouse or your partner. You see, you're doing all of this trying to become debt free, but you have someone in your relationship that's not too fond about being debt free right now. They are living the life, living the dream, not worrying about debt, while you're here thinking about your future and you're just so petrified and so worried, and you look at them with a look of resentment like, listen, how in the world are they not stressed out as much as I am? How are they just acting like this debt doesn't exist when we know it exists? Okay, in this video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you some tips, because I'm telling you right now, if you want to become debt free or any financial goal you want to achieve, your partner needs to be aligned with you. Not 100%, but just enough. Because trust me, right now, you're a fanatic, you're so pumped up, everything right now is finance, money, 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 and they might not be. But there is a way for you to at least meet them halfway. That way, together, you could become a powerful force and reach financial freedom. Let's talk about it. Now, the first thing you want to do is this. You need to have that conversation. The conversation about money. Yes, you need to have a conversation and share your vision. Let them know exactly what you're feeling like right now. Exactly how you're feeling about money and why you need to have this conversation. You first of all, every relationship to be successful, you need to have an open line of communication. And I'm gonna tell you right now, as soon as you start talking about money, right? Because you're probably that type of person that has all these great ideas and then in the end you just don't execute it. So your partner might not be that happy at first. They might be like, yeah, I know, I heard this before, but you really need to sit down and have a conversation, because the communication is going to be the hugest thing you're gonna do in order for you to reach your goal. Now, don't get all crazy about it, okay? Just explain the importance of money. Have that money talk. Explain that in order for you to do the things that you want to do or you feel like you should be doing together as a couple. You see, I even messed up. I'm saying things that you want to do. It's not you, it's we, together. You gotta make people feel like you're doing it together. In order for us to reach what we want to reach, we need to be aligned with money. Just sit down, have a conversation, have a glass of wine, and just discuss what your goals are and what your future is, because that right there could be enough, just enough to get the ball rolling. And now while you're having the conversation, right, and everything is going well, you open up a bottle of Snoop Dogg wine. I can't believe Snoop Dogg has wine. But anyway, while you're sipping your wine and you're enjoying it, that's the time to have a conversation about what your dreams are, where you want to go, what kind of vacation you want to go to. If money wasn't an issue, where would you want to go? If you want to have this beautiful house, what house do you want to have? Do you want to continue working for the rest of your life, or do you want to retire? And if you want to retire, at what age you want to retire? Have these conversations, because once you have these conversations and you start dreaming big, then there's a good possibility you will start shifting your mentality and aiming towards that goal. Hear each other out as well. No dream is stupid, okay? Someone might say they want to stop working tomorrow. Okay, we all do, right? But no dream is stupid. Right now, it's time for you to just listen and have the other person just speak their mind and recognize that actually what they've been neglecting and what they thought wasn't possible might just be possible. Now, when that's done, this is the next thing you need to talk about. this is the problem where it gets really, really, really sticky. Is this. Explain the current problems you're having right now with debt. Now, you need to avoid something. You need to avoid the blame game. You cannot start pulling out, credit card statements and say, you see, this is all the trips that you go to in Target and all the times you start buying stuff on Amazon and blaming. Can't blame. That's a thing of the past. If they made mistakes in the past and you're worrying about the future, leave that crap in the past. You want the changes to happen today. So try as hard as you can to not blame. And also at the same time, say, these are the mistakes that I made, okay? I need to fix this. A lot of I's need to be used here. It can't be a lot of U's. A lot of I's. I's. Eventually, they will open up and they will admit the mistakes that they made or the changes that they might need to make. You need to allow them to make the decision. You need to allow your partner to admit their mistakes. The last thing they do not want is you telling someone that they're doing something completely wrong. It would never work. It'll be an argument. The Snoop Dogg wine, it's pretty strong, so a lot of curse words probably coming out, and your night will be ruined. And then you're gonna start saying to yourself, you know what, I'm just gonna do it myself, and that's not gonna work. So now that you had the conversation and you tried the hardest as you can to not blame, now it's time to have a plan. You see, it's great to name all these issues and all these problems, but it's like what my old bosses said, don't come to me with problems unless you have a solution. And this is the time you sit down and you have a plan. You have a discussion together. You don't come with your own plan. You have a discussion together about, okay, what we're going to do going forward. At this time, you could have so many options, right? For example, you could talk about side gigs that you might want to do, right? And say, hey, listen, honey, there might be times where I might not be home as much as you want, but now you know why. Because I'm going to start doing Uber Eats, I'm going to start doing DoorDash, I'm going to start doing Instacarts, I'm going to start working on my side hustle, I might start picking up overtime, whatever the case may be. And then you have a conversation and say, in your job, I do know they offer overtime. And I know, trust me, you're tired, you want to come home, the last thing you want to do is work more hours. But come out with a plan and say, listen, we're only going to be doing this for however so months, depending on how much debt you have or what your dreams are, for a certain amount of months, and it'll be over. After that, once we get rid of all our debt, we could start putting money into investing, 401k match, at least 15% of our income going into investments. We could save for that wedding we want. We could save for that vacation we want. We could save for the down payment, all of that. But at least we clean up the debt and we have a plan and a vision together. That is the only way this is going to work. And when I say together, I truly mean together. This plan needs to be with both people having an input. Listen, this is not the time for you to be like, I think that's a stupid plan, what she has or what he has. No, you both have to be in alignment together, okay? Whatever goals she has or he has, whatever goal you have, you need to put them together. Whether you like it or not, that's not the thing. The thing is you need to have a goal together. Now, this is something you should certainly do because this journey is going to be a very long journey, very stressful journey. Celebrate the small wins together. Whenever you pay off a few credit cards, go out to dinner. Have fun because there's a good reason why the other person neglects debt. Because there's a good reason why the other person is not down for this whole journey you're about to be on. Is because they don't want their lifestyle to change. But if you make those changes in their life temporary and then give them what they want, the reward, a little small gift together, or whatever the case may be, but you do it together, then once you start going back on your plan, they will look forward to the next celebration, so they will continue to push hard and pursue whatever it is you're trying to pursue, and that will make it work. You need to celebrate the small wins. This cannot feel like this is just a punishment for the next 1 year, 2 years, or 3 years. It has to feel like slight punishment, reward, slight punishment, reward, slight punishment, reward. And things don't have to be just on the short term. You can focus on the long term stuff as well. Okay, you do not need to just focus on just trying to get a new dishwasher, trying to get a new car. No, you need to worry about as well as your future, your retirement. Start talking about retirement. What's your goals? What's your vision? How do you want to retire? What age you want to retire? What it is you want to do when you retire? Have those conversations. That way, you can start putting money on the side, right? In your 401k match, open up a Roth IRA account, whatever it is, and knowing the money I'm putting in there and the things I'm foregoing today, is because of my future self. You need to take care of your future self. You cannot just say, well, Social Security is there. It's not always the case. You need to take care of your future self. Like, you need to start saving and investing, and having that conversation will make things easier. All right. Now, let me share with you a story about why I find this topic a difficult topic. I really do. In the past, I was married. Yeah, can you believe it? I was married. And I had a divorce. And I remember in this relationship, and I learned about it so much. It seems like my new wife right now, I love her dearly. My new wife right now, she is getting the better version of me, which is the more vocal me. You see, in my first relationship, I was the one that handled all the bills. Why? Because my ex wanted nothing to do with money. All she wanted to do was just go shopping, spending, and thinking everything's just being paid. Well, for some particular reason, we had a joint account, and she never looks at the joint account. So to me, it's like, why are you asking me, can we do these things? Take a look at the joint account. You can see exactly what's going on. That never was the case. So I felt like I was always the one grinding and drowning in debt, while I was becoming resentful because she was enjoying life, being oblivious about the bills and oblivious about everything. In the end, we bumped heads tremendously. Tremendously, we bumped heads. And that's why I did this video. So with that being said, just sit down and have a conversation before things get bad. Don't become resentful of your spouse. Do not become resentful of your spouse, because as soon as that happens, you will lose respect for them. And then basically it's going to happen. It's going to happen. It's going to lead to an ugly argument and possibly a divorce. To really love this person, have this conversation with them and share your dreams and share your goals. And that is the things you need to do if you want to reach financial freedom, but with your partner. Catch you guys on my next video. Peace.